Huh? Nobody's here today. Actually, a few Sharls were in here talking until a little while ago. Did they ask about Raziel a lot? Yes, because of the recipe I made. They were curious about the system of government. Let's see. You understand now? I was wondering about that. It seems like a detailed topic. How could you cover it in one conversation? You're right. They paid so much attention during my lecture I thought I struck a chord. But afterward they told me, we really couldn't understand what you were talking about, but it was fun. It's a difficult topic, so it might not be the best thing to start a conversation with. Maybe you should have started with something easier to understand? Easier to understand. For example, there's like a delicious cafe you love, and you love the things they serve or something. Or that you love to collect things. No good? That's not it. It's just, I've never been to a cafe or collected things. Oh, I should have known, but I didn't think it would be this bad. But a conversation like this isn't so different from talking about cafes here. I didn't see the point. Instead, I wanted to teach them something unique about Raziel, right? But, yes, I suppose you're right. Maybe it was good that you taught them something unique. Exactly. Oh, if the Sharl asks you any questions about Raziel, I think you should talk about its astronomy. Okay. And this should give us another recipe. Yanasol, I've created a new recipe. Would you mind taking a look? I see. What kind of recipe is it? Well, how about we talk about it after you take a look? When I noticed, it really surprised me too. Traditional Eastern medicine. Eastern? Yes, what do you think? I think the traditional part is very you, Miss Kanon. Do you think the Sharl will catch colds? Huh? A cold, like when you don't dry yourself off after taking a shower, that kind of cold. Well, do you think the Sharl can catch colds? Well, they're alive, right? So maybe they can heal it with song magic before they even realize it's a cold. The answer is they don't. They don't? Yes, which is why Sharls are fine even after they don't layer their even if they don't layer their clothes. Now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever seen Sharls in heavy clothing. So the reason you made this recipe is they asked you for cold medicine? Yes, because they can't catch colds, they're curious as to what it's like. It was a rather strange request, so I wasn't sure what to make of it in the beginning. But I think I kind of understand. Haven't you felt like at some point, knowing something isn't necessary but unable to let it go? I'm guessing you felt like this before. Yes, when I was younger I saw another child wearing glasses and I really wanted to try them on. This seems similar to what they're experiencing. Interesting behavior, to be sure. But I thought it would be a bad idea to give them a real recipe, which is why I made real medicine, which is why I made the recipe. I don't think this is what the Sharl are after. Is there a problem? Well, we might be able to use it when we catch colds too, so it could be alright. Ah, that's a relief to hear. I think it has a good effect on people, so we'll make a lot of it and take it too. Oh, before I do that, Kanon's words, not likable, not negligent. I did not double check that new BIOS. Arbitrator's note, short song enhance 1. Not something I can use right now, really. And, of course, new inventory. We need some more Empress garments, most likely. Some bronze statues, and we should have enough to make everything else, I'm hoping. So, synthesis. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh! Okay, there are 5 dances, my bad. So, weakening medicine? No doubt this will pop up again, so we'll watch that dance. Yanasol, it's dangerous if you take this into your body, so please be sure to keep it away from your face. Okay, you say it's bad. Is it poison or something? Let's see. This is medicine, so I can't quite call it poison. This is traditional style medicine I created. I call it the joy of wounding. Any enemy who absorbs this powder will be temporarily weakened. It weakens the enemy's body. So we need to make the enemy drink this? One must throw the powder directly onto the enemy or release it into the wind. It's effective immediately, so the enemy's body will weaken the moment it's absorbed. I didn't know it worked so fast. If we got this on us, it would be pretty dangerous. That's true, so please be very careful in using this. I guarantee this will be quite useful to you too, as long as there are no friendly fire incidents. And yet, I'm not overly confident. There we go. We'll see the whole thing. Bond medicine. We meet again, Mr. Bond. Nope, not quite. Well then, care to take a sip? What? I'm a little scared to I'm a little scared to without knowing what it does. Oh, I thought it would be easy to guess from the name. You hadn't even told me the name yet. Oh, my apologies. I call this traditional medicine the Miracle of Love. Miracle of Love? So does it... Let's see. Does it enhance song magic with the power of love? Exactly. The effect is exactly as the name implies, so you may already realize this. When singing song magic, this multiplies one's feeling of affection for their partner. So it would basically just fill me with feelings of love. No, it's not that simple. It would ignite your passion for him, and unable to hold back your feelings, your body would release a love aura. That much? Yes, and that aura of love would dramatically increase the power of your song magic. I'm surprised. This is beyond what I imagined the effect would be. I need to be careful not to be overwhelmed by my feelings. Stop singing and just cling to him. Now that you mention it, that could be an issue. However, I believe you could hold yourself back, Yanasal. And this last one. Got plenty of ingredients for that, at least. Vitality medicine. Yanasal, something wrong. Your face has been red for a while now. Kanon, is this medicine you made, you mean the Supreme Energy Source? It's a potent aphrodisiac, so you may find it useful. Oh, right. It wouldn't be very useful for the Avatar. Kanon, are you intending to make this for Delta and Cast too? Of course. Is there some sort of issue? Issue? Yeah, well, this medicine is for that, right? If you handed this to them, I'm not sure how they'd take it. Yanasal, you're thinking about this all wrong. Love between people and the act of creating offspring is a wonderful thing, you know. The act of creating a child was someone important. Why is there a need to be so embarrassed? Don't you think that's the equivalent of insulting all humans? What? Well, I guess that's true, but you're making a bigger deal out of it than necessary. Does that mean you understand that love between people and the act of procreating is wonderful? I already knew that was a wonderful thing, but being handed such an obvious medicine is kind of surprising, or, is that really so? That's right, it is. I see. It seems I should have taken a little more care with this subject. I'm glad you seem to understand now. But why did you suddenly decide to make something like this? I don't think it's really the best timing for this. Oh, I actually thought this could be used not as an aphrodisiac, but for its side effects. It also has a powerful effect of recovering strength. So you made this so we could use that side effect rather than for its original purpose? Exactly. Well, maybe a side effect, it is quite powerful, so don't hesitate to use it if you need to. Just knowing that it's originally an aphrodisiac makes me hesitate. However, it is one of the best healing items for this point, so endurance recovery level 6. So we definitely want that. Let's go ahead and make the last item, the measurable RNA. Oh, Ripta Seal Electronica. This is a new RNA I made. I call it Measure RNA. Actually, not a bad pun at all. Its performance is much higher compared to the ones I made before. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to using it. I pray that it is of use to you. Oh, Yanasal, is something wrong? Oh no, it's just today seemed kind of quick. You usually talk about the new item a little bit. Is it because this RNA looks so normal? I like machines with simple designs, but that often makes it kind of hard to talk about them. I built this with the intention of not straying too far from the original design. However, compared to making novel things, making normal-looking yet high-performing RNA is difficult. Really? Yes, this creation of original shapes is due to several suitable reasons. When adding parts to increase performance, don't you think it's dangerous to leave them exposed? Now that you mention it, also it seems like a big jumble of parts would cover the foundation. I attach decorations to cover those parts. That's why it often results in strange shapes. So you actually had a reason for that. I finally understand now, too. I never knew she had a reason before. I'm glad you understand. Also, this may be late, but this RNA actually has a portion that's different from normal. Take a close look at the terminal. It's small, so it may be hard to see. Is this a scale? There's something like the gradations of a ruler written on here. That's correct. The terminal of this measure RNA can be used as a ruler. This should be enough to differentiate this item from others on the market, right? It's really hard to see, but I guess this would make it different from normal ones. But the terminal itself is so small. I don't think you can measure anything with this. Funny thing is, it had a simple design, but that was one of the longer conversations. Alright, so... Yep, no longer necessary. So we are caught up on her synthesis events. And let's see. Oh. So the measure RNA. Increase attack. Okay, that's a fairly good exchange here. So I think the best trade-off is going to be, yeah, from this. There should be everything else. Let's see if I can buy some of the Supreme Medicine. Yep, Supreme Energy Source. One of the best healing items in the game. That ought to be enough for now. And I'm not going to remake items, remake the pieces of equipment that we had to use in other recipes for the simple fact that they weren't good enough, they weren't worth equipping. So, let's go back to the Pythagoraria and get caught up on all those talk topics. After a save, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and start with Eon. Hopefully we can unlock that at level 5. Oh yeah. So you're a co-manager too? I'm looking forward to running a shop with Kanon. What should we make? It would be fun to build machines using those vacuum tubes, though that would just make it a hardware store, so I also want to try making cute character goods. So, sounds fun. Yeah, I've always been interested in running a shop after all, and I'm excited that I would get to do that with Kanon. Anyway, we really need to think about what kind of shop to run. If we don't figure it out, the type of goods will be scattered and unrelated. That's something for you to decide with Kanon. You're right. Since we're going to be managing the shop together, it would be better for us to talk together about it than me sitting here thinking on my own. Sounds like a manager's conference. Awesome! Yeah, well, and you put it like that, I feel like I've become a better person. I really want to talk to Kanon soon. About Kozal. Kozal said I was carrying a lot of anger, and I wonder what he meant. I don't feel like I'm harboring hatred or anything. I really do want to help make a world where humans and Sharl can live together. Well, maybe you just haven't realized it. I wonder if it's true. I was a little worried about that myself, but no matter how hard I thought, I didn't feel like I hated Kozal. It would be nice if it were a simple misunderstanding, but I don't feel like that's the case. This has really been sticking in the back of my mind. But what can I do? If I really am harboring hatred, how do I get rid of it? Well, is there a simple answer to a problem like this? Anyway, I need to figure out if I really do harbor hatred towards Kozal. But what if Kozal said is true? What should I do? It's bad to worry or overthink things. You're right. Besides, worrying would give me the answer. See, you're right. Besides, worrying wouldn't give me answers. It would cause problems if it was the only thing I could concentrate on. But isn't the time to worry about... It isn't time to worry about it, but I'll keep it in mind. I don't know why I had a hard time reading that one. But this should definitely unlock level 5. That Chunpei costume sure was surprising. First I thought you'd be really cute in it, but I never thought it would turn out like that. Was it that terrible? I would say it was terrible, but more like, no, I guess that's the most accurate way to describe it. How can I explain it? It's like Chunpei's body was forced to take the shape of your head, I guess. Or maybe like you had grown little by little inside Chunpei's body until it was just about to burst. I'm sorry, I don't think I can keep describing it. I'm getting scared just imagining it. Let's see. Yeah, it would be better if the size fit. I thought so too, but if it got any bigger, it would be too hard to walk around. You might not realize it with this, but your body is actually pretty big. Anyway, that's why the size should have been just right, but the result was that. Well, if you really like it, you can wear it, but it would be better to take it off while in town. There we go, there's level 5. So that should give us another slot for Earthes. What kind of recipe? I wonder what kind of recipe Kanon will make. She said it would be a pretty ornament that I would like. Maybe it'll be a phonograph or a mechanized clock. Well, it doesn't have to be complicated. I'd be happy with a cute little ornament too. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. What do you think she'll make? Well, maybe a table clock using vacuum tubes? Oh wow, that sounds wonderful! If she really made something like that for me, I couldn't ask her for anything ever again. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. We should go see Kanon soon. We won't be seeing that level 7 anytime soon. The ingredient is life energy? I never thought synapse grass seeds would be so creepy. The tendrils that grows absorb life energy from other living things. That alone seems evil. I can't believe those scary seeds would be an important ingredient in making medicine. The person who discovered it must have been amazing. It's not an ingredient you would normally use in medicine. Let's see. I'm sure the person who discovered it was surprised. I think so too. I'm sure they didn't experiment intending to use it for medicine either. While researching it for something else, they discovered its usefulness in fighting illness. Well, the amount it absorbs isn't life-threatening, so you wouldn't need to be too cautious, but I wouldn't have thought it would be useful to stop Philly's illness. There must be something in synapse grass seeds that isn't in other plants. Maybe it's that. The only thing that comes to mind is the life energy it absorbs. That's the only thing, isn't it? A tiny seed is stuffed with life energy absorbed from other things. That does sound like it would be effective in medicine, but even with all that energy, it's still not enough to cure her. Philly's illness might be more serious than I thought. I hope we find an effective cure for her soon. We need to believe in Tatoria. You're right. Yeah, we got that conversation quite a while ago now. Alright, not negligent. Eon, are you in a bad mood? No, I don't think so. Why do you ask? Was I saying awful things without realizing it? Your interaction with Kanon was bothering me. I see. I guess it showed my behavior. I'm sorry, but I'm not angry, I don't think. I was really happy when I decided to help Kanon with the shop. I was looking forward to us making our own unique things to sell, but most of the items are being made according to her judgment. That's why So, you're annoyed? That's wrong, or at least I wish I could say that with confidence. I really don't know. I shouldn't be feeling this way, but there's not much I can do. You might see me acting like this for a bit. Please don't start hating me, okay? Yeah, you really don't have a lot of input on what's being made. I really can't blame you. I don't think Kanon understands my taste at all. She said she had an ornament I would like, but she gave me a rare bronze statue. Of course, it was a really pretty statue, but if I displayed it in my room, to be honest, I don't think I would. It would stand out too much. Yeah, that's not exactly an ornament for a common home anyway. If you don't put it on some sort of altar, it would definitely look out of place. I can't really use it as a centerpiece on a table either. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever talked with her about my personal preferences. Maybe that's why she did this. Might be good to bring an interior design magazine to show her what I like. You really should talk to her about it. Yes, but she's a really serious person, so she might not like some of my preferences, even if I talk to her. I get the feeling she would say there's no point, or that I should make something useful. Yeah, that's possible. You think so? That's why I'm hesitant. But it's not a good idea to hesitate forever. It might be difficult, but I do want to make time to talk to her eventually. Alright. Do no longer necessary, but we can utilize that new slot we opened. So what's good? Gem resist. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Once I open the new slot, I'd put in gem resist. So right there. Alright, that is done. Now let's get in with Kanon. Oh, this water feels nice. Very hot water is the best, don't you agree? Yeah, it does give you a thoroughly warming feeling. I love the feeling on a cold day, when it warms your body down to the core. However, overheating wouldn't be that great, so you can't relax for too long. Oh, I apologize. It's not like you can set the temperature of the water. It's nice. I'm sure you'd be delighted if you could feel it. No. No, that's an opie answer. I'd like to try it sometime. I'm sure you would enjoy it. We could invite Ion and the three of us could take while enjoying a nice bath. Yeah, we got a nice chunk of topics with her. Avatar's cute. You know, now that I've had a closer look, I think you're quite the cute kind of robot. What about me? Your entire form, perhaps? The Sharl who come to my shop often speak of you as well. Some ask me to build a cute robot like Ionisols or wish to become your friend. You might not know it, but you're quite popular among the Sharl. Well, our Sharl aesthetic sense is different from humans. They're mostly the same, but a portion of their aesthetic sense is different. For example, some humans think caterpillars are unpleasant, but Sharl think they're cute. Appearance isn't important. They see them in an infant form before they grow into adults. A viewpoint quite different from most humans. If any Sharl say hello at the shop, please take some time to talk with them. I'm sure that would make them happy. Yeah, I think we'll be able to do all of these in one go. Actually, no, we won't be able to get past level 3. Well, maybe not for now. By the way, did you know Sharl have a special skill when it comes to making garlands? They wear the ones they make, of course, but they also trade and give them as gifts for friends. The time may come when Sharl will give you a garland as well. Well, would it be fitting? I think it would be very fitting. It's cute just thinking of one on your head. But even though they make garlands every day, there's no sign of flowers in the city disappearing. It's a mystery. Not only that, they won't tell me where they're getting their flowers. It would seem I understand them even less than I thought. It's not good to think too much about it anyway. You may be right. They're trying to keep it a secret. It would be rude to press them too much in an attempt to find out. I was so confident in my attempts to understand them, I failed to realize. They might tell me eventually. I'll be patient and wait until that happens. Sharl's favorite book. Do you know about the magazines called Felion Paradise? It's a magazine about Felion. It's extremely popular with the Sharl. The human city of Felion is an unknown land to the Sharl. It's just a magazine, but they're always excited to read it, as though it were a grand adventure novel. So, I'd like to show them around Felion sometime. I believe that day is still quite far away. However, if that day really were to come, I'd like to ask that of you too. I'm sure it would make the Sharl happy. So, friendly regulars. By the way, do you know a snack called Sharly Beans? There are several types of Sharl, and each type has their own sense of taste. However, that snack is made so any Sharl can enjoy it. Each color is a different flavor. I usually get a few from them every day, but they don't really suit the taste of humans. You ate them? They're always so genuine while saying they're delicious, I couldn't say no. However, they did stop me when I tried to take the yellow ochre ones. The mermaid Sharl like those. They said I couldn't eat them because they have poison in them. I've never seen the Sharl freak out like that. I wonder if they're just bad. It actually piques my interest. Well, you shouldn't ignore their warning. You're right. I shouldn't ignore their frantic warnings. They stop me because they care. It would be rude to ignore their feelings. I'm curious, but I won't try them. Yeah, unless we get another level 3, I think we're stuck after the next one. By the way, I heard of something very interesting. It would appear there's a Sharl run medicine shop in Kanoyeel. Actually, let me double check. Okay, yep. Sharl don't get sick, so it's unusual to hear of a Sharl running a medicine shop. Any thoughts? Yeah, it really does exist. You know about it? I never knew. To be honest, I was skeptical of the story when I heard it. They don't even understand the concept of illness. However, it appears this particular Sharl does understand. Yeah, Tatoria is a pretty amazing Sharl. Tatoria. Is that the Sharl's name? Perhaps I should visit this shop sometime. I want to ask how he came to understand illness and why he decided to try to cure it. I look forward to seeing just how amazing he is. Alright, there's our level 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. The alternate conversation options with the non-main heroines, you have them with both Delta and Earth's side. So on the levels here, the top ones are for Delta, the bottom ones are for Earth's. And you unlock most of them by sensitizing, but we will not be doing the non-story synthesis with each character set until way later. So we're probably going to do a bunch of these down the line as well. Anyway, book given by Sharl. You like reading? Yeah, I like it. That's good. I apologize for asking this so suddenly. I got an interesting book from the Sharl. It's called Divine Empress Revealed, written by an author living in Felion. It's a surprisingly good book. The story is aimed at children, but it has the themes like problems with society and the evilness of humans. However, it's cleverly written so children would never realize it. I believe the name of the author was... Oh, right, Sexy Berry. I only know of the one book, but I'm sure they're a popular author in Felion. I wonder about that. They're able to write something amazing, so they have to be extremely popular. I wonder what other books they've written. I'm actually pretty curious. If I have the chance, I'm going to Felion and checking out the bookstore. And that's all we can do here. Yeah, we didn't get any others. So, lots of talk topics. Appropriately enough, that last one was about Felion, because that is where we need to head back to. Yeah, another fairly short episode, but at the same time, that's just been the way it's been the whole LP. And all the way back. Okay, we don't have access to the isolation district yet with this team.